Oh, shit. I'm not that excited. We are here with another episode of the 1124 show, man. I got my boys Chris and Chris with me. Go ahead, tell them. Y'all seen them before. Tell them how y'all doing, man.
I'm all right.
Chris
nice
Price
Sunday day.
Here, aka the RNS head coach, but I don't want to get made fun of again today. I was traumatized last time I was on this show, so I'm gonna keep it just Chris Price, not the cool one. The other cool Chris is over there.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I low key, I fuck with y'all, but I hate the name Chris. Just the name Chris is around me.
Does it remind you of anybody?
It's around you so much.
Bruh.
All my life, I had to go by a last initial. Chris R. Chris R. Like,
and if I gotta be honest too, I mean, I don't get along with some Chris's. Women that I've dealt with, they got baby daddies named Chris, or they fucked a dude named Chris. I'm like, damn, bitch. And then, or they love Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown too, but they be doing too much. Oh, Breezy! Like, come on, bitch. I'm right here. I went to a concert once. I went to the Breezy concert, and I was with a girl, and she was like, just kind of, feeling herself a little too much. I was like, all right, hold on now, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I bought the tickets.
I bought you a drink. I didn't buy the tickets.
Okay.
I bought my ticket. But I bought you a drink now.
Remember who you came with?
We are back with the latest. What episode is this? 7? Is episode 7? How the fuck am I forgetting so soon, bro? This is...
Anyway, supposed to be on top of this, dog.
Anyway, the last episode came out, told the world I had a kid. Nobody gave a fuck. I should have cried. To get the views. I was thinking about it, but I couldn't find the perfect moment to I was stuck on stupid a little bit. Like, God damn it. I'm out here being vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? Showing my soul to the people, but
you should have pulled
minimal views.
R. Kelly.
They would have just memed your ass.
Fighting for my life.
I should have been fighting for my life. Whatever, we gonna keep the show rolling. Fuck y'all. The only thing that's good about it though is like, you know what I'm saying, I still be getting some love from the women here and there, you know what I'm saying? And they're just gonna be mad when they find out I have a kid when they actually watch that episode. But I get to use the excuse, like, first and foremost, you're not supportive because I put the video out there. You don't care about my career. You know what I'm saying, I put it out there and you didn't watch it, so that's not on me.
I actually disagree because
what?
Babies are like small dogs. They bring the women in. Like, all you gotta do is go to a park with a little man. Oh, he's gonna be the bait. Everybody's gonna come in just to see him.
I don't know, man. I hear it's cheaper to keep her. y'all gonna get me in trouble, man. How we doing today? Everybody good?
I'm cool? Straight. I cannot be mad at anything. It's another good day to be here. Thank you for having me.
I hate your positivity. Shut up.
Fuck you, man.
Ain't nobody watching this shit. For
the 7 people who are watching that,
hey, man,
I probably brought in 3 of them. Thank y'all for watching, keeping up with us.
We appreciate the shit out of it. We got a lot to get to, man. I made a little list. Finals are finally over.
Yeah.
Warriors lost it in Oakland. Last one.
Man. At home.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
All I want to tell Warriors fans is I like my chips with the dip, There ain't no better way to say it. I like my chips with the dip.
Yeah.
I got perspective tatted on me because, you know what I'm saying, obviously I'm going through shit. and I like to think about it in a different perspective. What if it's a good thing that they lost? I hope they start losing a little bit more. Maybe we get these rent prices lowered a little bit.
I was thinking ticket prices, but you're right.
Everybody keep moving to the Bay because they fucking love Steph Curry. Boy, white people love Steph Curry too. Anybody that they see that looks ethnic, they compare. I've been told I look like Steph Curry quite a few times. I kid you not. I've been told I look like Steph. I take it. I'm like, all right, I guess. That I've been told I look like Kobe. I used to get told I look like Kobe back in high school.
I used to see that more than Steph.
I had a little bit more tan and shit. Right now I got the 2-tone body and shit. French. I get French a lot. I've gotten this one. This one made my boy Cam hella mad. We was in Hawaii and this one bitch, she was drunk. But, you know what I'm saying, she said what she said. She told me I look like Chris Brown.
Yo, shout out to Hawaii alcohol. That shit must be above fucking regular shit.
She was beating up, too.
Turtle piss.
Turtle piss. And that's the name of this episode. Turtle piss. But so the Warriors lost, man. Whatever. Fuck y'all. Y'all don't respect Oakland.
I feel like
I'm mad. I'm mad that they're leaving Oakland. I'm really mad. I don't care.
You ain't going to San Francisco. Yeah, no, that's bullshit. We lost the Raiders and the
Yeah,
Warriors.
bro.
The Raiders are leaving too.
I gotta go to a Raiders. I might get an Antonio Brown jersey too. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about the NFL no more. Since they played Cap and then they try to bullshit about it. Fuck y'all. But I love Antonio Brown, so I might get that jersey, and I want to see them in the Coliseum. But everybody's leaving. The A's are potentially even closer to Jack London, I think. They're thinking about moving something there. They used to be talking about Fremont, which is wild, bro. Yeah. Fuck you gonna have the A's in the middle of India.
Well, hey.
Don't they play cricket?
They're not gonna go watch the A's, bro.
Don't worry, guys. We're still gonna have Sharks games. Anybody? Sharks?
I want a jersey, but I don't
I've never been to a Sharks game.
I went one time.
Was it cool?
It was cold. But nah.
It gives you an excuse to wear your winter coat and shit.
Exactly.
In the spring. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, I hate that this so because it's fucking up so much business, man. Shout out to the Mexican ladies cooking the hot dogs and shit that be there after the game. Real shit, bro. Yeah. It's a trickle down economy, bro. Like y'all gonna fuck up so much, like, small business. The t-shirt dudes who be slanging and shit.
Dudes selling fake tickets. You
know what I'm saying? Yeah. The ticket scalpers. Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, getting their little weed sales off and shit there. Hell, everybody looking to get high at the Raiders game.
I heard a great joke that was saying, it's funny now that the Asians and the Indians are pushing the white people out of San Francisco.
Indians are Asian.
Okay.
We gotta remind them. You motherfuckers be acting brand new, but I know.
So now the white people are pushing the black people out of Oakland. Yeah, so it's just like, hey man, it is what it is.
That's why the homicide rate going back up.
Yep. You know how white people be killing people? Shit.
Man. They said at this time last year there were less homicides. Yeah. So.
I mean, these motherfuckers are hungry. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are out here doing whatever.
Yeah. They're trying to keep their communities intact.
Exactly.
Hayward is getting... I love Hayward, bro. Especially shout out to downtown Hayward. But that shit is getting gentrified in the motherfucker, too. Like, yep. And it looks... the thing we hate about gentrification, bro, granted, we love how cool it looks. It's some cool shit, but... Y'all are out of pocket for moving the natives to the land, if you will. At least the new natives out. You know what I'm saying?
It's something different about having somebody or people who have been there for like generations. Like their roots are sewed into the soil. So when you have that as part of your community, it really adds something to it that as you're gentrifying it, you're losing that. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Speaking of that, did y'all see The Last Black Man in San Francisco? Movie?
Saw the trailer. I haven't watched the movie yet.
It was very interesting, very good.
When did it come out?
It's at Bayfair right now, actually, surprisingly. Usually movies like that, like indie kind of films, they're only going to be shown in Oakland at Grand Lake and shit like that. Yeah. But it's basically about gentrification in San Francisco. The storyline is a little interesting. It's a little at times I was confused, but for the most part, it's talking about gentrification. It's talking about the black experience. It goes into black male masculinity and how, at times it could be troubling. And it's a very interesting movie, but just watching it, just like, man, makes you really just like, damn, bro. More than anything, as of late, I'm like, I really want a house. Like that's my main. But I would look at people whose family they own their house and shit like that.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful. Like, cause this house, bro, this is owned by like Chinese, whatever, and these motherfuckers be so disrespectful. Yeah. All these house owners out here, they raise the price. I understand, cause it's like, all right, I'm gonna get my money. Everybody getting their money, which it hurts, cause I hear that from black owners and brown owners too. They're like, nah, fuck rent control. I want my money too, and I understand it. If everybody else getting paid, I'll be damned if I don't. Right. But it's just like, bro, what's the end game? What's the end game to this shit? What's gonna happen? But like, they be out of pocket because like if shit goes wrong, like, yo, our plumbing is fucked up. I remember at our last spot, it was owned by this Irish cat. Sent his little dumbass grandson out here like, all right, my grandson's coming. The grandson don't know shit about plumbing. He was like, all right, yeah, something ain't right. That's what they be doing, though, bro. They be so cheap, they don't want to send nobody to come fix it. Like,
that's what they do, yeah.
Yeah, I'll charge you $4,000.
Save as much money as they can.
Yeah, bro, dickheads. But Warriors leaving. Speaking of leaving, what's all this KD talk, this Kawhi talk, and all these people they talking about leaving teams to go do shit. First and foremost, is KD? Y'all think KD is leaving?
KD's out.
Do you think he's really going to New York? Why the fuck does he go to New York?
He wants his own team, and that's the biggest market.
Kyrie, if he goes to New York, Kyrie's joining him?
No, Kyrie they already...
Did he sign this morning?
They're finalizing a deal with Brooklyn.
The Nets.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
he's most likely.
Well, that's been
trying to be Uncle Drew for real.
That's been the debate. A lot of the rumors are that if KD hadn't have just gotten hurt, they would have both went to the Knicks. But since he got hurt, Kawhi's like, yeah. Kyrie is like,
I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Do my own thing. Lead my own team.
Yeah.
And see, man, I feel like the media is really largely responsible for him leaving just because all the bullshit stories that have come out. And KD looks like he just gets real irritated with dealing with stupid shit, which I understand. But then also, what was I about to, we were talking about earlier with, do you think that, how everybody's been talking about the organization is to blame for this Achilles? What are your thoughts on that, man?
I think they pressured him. I think the series didn't go how they thought it was. They went against a young, strong, hungry team.
Yeah.
And they got put in a corner. And, like, we have one of the greatest players in the world on our team right now, but he's sitting out. And so they pressured him to come back too early. I feel like he feels some type of way. That's why I think the only reason he might re-sign to the Warriors would be just to use this last year to heal on their dime.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even play. He would sit out the entire year.
And he's going to be next to Stanford Medical and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be the only reason.
I also think that him trying to be one of the greatest, in the conversation, it's like, damn, am I at least healthy enough to try to get out there and, like, prove my worth, or should I just lay back and think about me first, take me into consideration? And I think just the desire he had to play. Of course, they got in his ear about it. They got in his ear about it right after Game 1 when they lost in Toronto. And then I just think to prove what he feel like he is, he's like, let me just get out there and try to, get after it.
But one thing I got to say towards that is KD has always struck me as a player with alpha talent, but like beta mentality.
Exactly.
Like I feel like he's always thought of himself as a little guy. When we heard about the ghost accounts on Twitter, or just like even when him and Russ were playing together, like Russ has that alpha mentality.
To a detriment, though.
I know it is to a detriment, but it's still there. It's present, and I don't think KD has that. And so I think that's why he was easily pressured to come back and play before he was healthy enough to do so.
That's why he was easily pressured to come play for the Warriors after they beat him in the conference finals.
Exactly.
I feel like also, though, in terms, I don't know if it's necessarily easily pressured, though, because KD gets a lot of fucking scrutiny for no reason in my mind. Everybody's always quick to say, "Oh, KD, you're not an alpha because you had to join a super team. You're not a strong. You're weak. You're frail. Look at your body." And even with him joining the Lakers, I want to put this shit to a rest. I mean the Lakers. Why did I say Lakers? That's where my mind is at. We'll get to them next. Joining the Warriors, it's stupid for people to try to call him soft or whatever for joining the team. The way I look at it, bro, when a player chooses to do for themselves, hell yeah. That's why I love what Antonio Brown did to get to the Raiders. Fuck these teams because if
Kawhi Leonard.
You know what I'm saying?
He sat out the whole season with San Antonio just because of what he...
Because if you're more realistically, not everybody's going to have a KD caliber of talent, correct? So when people get hurt like an Achilles, you see teams switch the tide on him real quick. They don't give a fuck. The Niners traded Joe Montana, bro. Yeah. Ain't no loyalty in sports. It's only loyalty when the team wants to say, you're not loyal to us. But the team's it's a business, bro.
Yeah.
They get mad at players when they choose to have a business mind. And it's like, no, fuck y'all, blood. Because y'all going to treat me like a commodity instead of a person. So if I want to make a decision, I want to go win. If I'm putting my body on the line, because granted, he's hella big. He probably shouldn't be jumping up and down like that. His knees. Big guys, you know what I'm saying? Big-bodied individuals, any species, dogs, humans, whatever, their body shit gets beat down more because they got so much pressure coming on. Yeah. So, like, if I'm gonna beat my body up, hell yeah, I might as well get a championship out of it. That's what I want to do.
And he can change that perception in an instant because this isn't the first example. They said the same shit about LeBron when he went to Miami. Like, oh, you just did that to easily get a chip. All that talk stopped when he went to Cleveland. And once you won that championship, it's over. So if he goes to the Knicks in a year or two, and he takes the Knicks, one of the worst teams in the NBA right now, and he takes them to the finals or to get a chip,
you can't say nothing.
You can't say shit. Yeah, KD. You end that narrative
What do
instantly.
y'all? Let's end this narrative because we can go all day about this. Well, before we get, what do y'all think? What are your thoughts on the Steph slander after the finals and even in general? Like everybody, I don't know. KD's not. I mean, I don't know if Steph isn't the best player on that team. Everybody just keep undervaluing him because of KD.
He didn't have KD. He didn't have Clay. He dropped 45 in the game. Don't give me that bullshit.
This,
you can't deny this man's talent.
Yeah.
You can't.
He changed
basketball.
He's best player in the game conversation.
But then at the same time, they lost that game.
That's true.
So it's
but
it's a team.
If we're
effort,
judging,
though.
if we're judging Steph, though,
that's always it. At the end, it's a team.
Yeah.
It's a team sport.
And put it this way, motherfuckers got to do their research, you know what I'm saying, and realize Jordan had Horace Grant, Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr. He had some good motherfucking supporting cast. Phil Jackson. Michael Jordan is amazing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm Pippen. Well, how did I forget Pippen? Duh. Pippen is one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't act like he did it all by himself.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm still going to put him over any other player because he was sick in the head for victory. He was disgusting.
And that's the same thing I've seen out of Kobe.
Kobe, exactly.
And earlier in his prime, LeBron, I feel like he didn't have that mentality for me to put him up there yet.
Yeah.
But then later on, when he got to Cleveland and they won, I was like, all right, he up there. 2-3.
And with the Lakers, bro, with all this, let's go on basketball. All this Kawhi to the Lakers talk makes no sense to me.
It's not happening.
At all.
It's not happening.
I'm a superstar. I just took a team have they ever been to the finals?
Who? Toronto? No, I don't think so. I think this is the first
ever.
Never been to the finals. I just
ship.
took these motherfuckers on my back and won the ship.
Yeah, handling.
Why am I going to go play with LeBron?
Exactly.
Or play for, not with. Excuse me.
Exactly.
That was something one of the analysts said that I forgot who. It was like most players play for LeBron. The only player to really play with him was Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, if you will. But Chris was kind of playing for Dwayne and LeBron. So like,
if you look at all LeBron's coaches, I mean, LeBron is like the pseudo coach because he's always had kind of weaker coaches.
Yeah.
So
was Eric Spoelstra a weak coach?
He was, or wasn't he a rookie when he first came to Miami?
I believe so.
That was his first year head coach. So
Filipino
I feel like
too. Shout out to him. Sorry.
even with the Lakers last season, they had Luke Walton. It was like
I think he'd be a good coach. I think Luke would be a good coach.
I think he'll have success in Sacramento,
Yeah.
but I think he got signed with Sacramento. But
Yeah.
LeBron, he's just like that.
My way or the highway.
yeah,
I'm the man. You guys are my supporting cast.
right.
So that's why he needs perimeter players.
Yep.
He doesn't need another superstar his caliber. I feel like him and AD might work out because of the positions, but you can't play with LeBron. You play for him.
Yeah.
And bro, I don't honestly. That's not. We do have to add this asterisk to his name because he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. I think in terms of to end the conversation between who's better, Kobe and LeBron, I will put my opinion out there and I will say I think that LeBron is the greatest athlete that we've ever seen.
Oh yeah, as a physical
as a specimen,
yeah.
you can't.
We've never seen it before.
Nobody will ever. That's amazing. As a player, I'm gonna take Kobe, and I'm gonna take Kobe over him because Kobe's sick desire.
Here's the big exactly. That's the thing. The difference between Kobe and LeBron is LeBron, when he's in it, but he's not always in it. Kobe, once that game starts, he's locked in. Yeah. Win or lose, I am locked the fuck in. Kobe and that's the biggest criticism on LeBron is you're not always locked in, my brother. It's like sometimes you check out.
But I do love that about we got to just change the perspective. Start looking at the positives. I love LeBron's business mind. I love how LeBron is going to will go down for the greatest in this category, the great player to have fun, enjoy what he's doing. He's doing what the fuck he wants. He's starting movies. He's doing TV shows on HBO. He's bringing players in. He's teaching young kids again. LeBron is winning, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think we just got to end that conversation. Yeah, as a role model,
I can't take anything
as
away
father
from him.
figure. LeBron is fucking amazing, bro. He's the greatest at that. I give him that. Overall, I give him that greatness.
He's almost the greatest. I mean,
to be the greatest athlete like at a game, You have to be a fucking weird, a sicko, bro.
Magic Johnson's been playing one-on-one with AIDS for about 20 years, and he's still winning. So I might have to give the edge to Magic a little bit, dog. But besides that, I feel what you're saying.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I want a Magic Johnson early. Really, I really want one, but I'm still out here throwing my dick around. So I'm like, let me wait till I'm married. I don't want to jinx myself. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself and get the Magic too early. Fuck basketball, but let's end it on this. Is there something? Do y'all know what's up with the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar jersey? I've been looking for one for the longest. The Lakers ones are sold out. You can only get like $600 ones that are signed. And then the Milwaukee Bucks one, they just put them on Mitchell & Ness. Them motherfuckers sold like this. I'm like, God damn, everybody's a Kareem fan, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I want that jersey.
One of the GOATs.
For me, I want a Kareem jersey. I want one of them Kaepernick black jerseys. If Muhammad Ali had a jersey, I would get that jersey. I put them in the same category. Granted, Cap is at the bottom of it. Just for Bill Russell too. Bill Russell. Yeah. These players were more. Even Roberto Clemente, I got that. These players are more than athletes. These players are activists. These players are making a difference in their community, and these players are going down in history for taking a stand against the bullshit in this country.
Culture
and
changers.
in the world.
They changed the entire culture, not just sports, but just of society, of life. They took a stand and they made their imprint known.
You feel me? So when you see me with the Kareem Bucks jersey and you question it, slap yourself because you got to understand. You know what I'm saying? Piggybacking off of the conversation with the Warriors and all that shit, communication. Communication is what the media was arguing was issues with that team, but we'll move on just in general. I think that communication is probably the most important thing, damn near, in life.
Absolutely.
In life.
Any aspect of your life.
Communication controls like if the police were better communicators, then there wouldn't be so much police brutality. Well, that and if the system wasn't set up specifically to beat the shit out of and lock up certain individuals.
That would also help.
We know that. We know that. But in relationships, communication, if it's not that, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the fuck it is, or even best friends, when the communication lacks, that's when shit there leaves room for error. There's arguments, there's all this shit, or there's pride that gets in the way. Like, what, this motherfucker, man, fuck him, because there's no communication. Now, throwing the podcast shit, y'all know the struggles of this and the lack of communication or the waste of communication, you know what I'm saying, shit that's overlooked. What are y'all thoughts on communication, and how do you feel that you are as a communicator? I know sometimes I fuck up and I forget to text back. It'll a few days, but it's like I forget. Like it's literally I forget, but I'm always getting on people for, yo, what the fuck? You can't communicate? Because for the most part, I'm on top of it.
Right.
How do y'all feel, man?
I feel like when I'm in the right state of mind, I have great communication skills. I could talk to anybody. Over the course of time working retail and stuff, it helped me be able to converse more with just anybody. But then when it comes to my personal life, me communicating with like relationship wise or family wise, it's a little harder because there's certain things you want to say that I feel like I steer back from being trying not to be so honest.
And that's what sucks. We live in a world where the more honest you are, and that's another conversation. The more honest you are, the more frowned upon. But some people need to understand too that I hate people who are like, I'm just keeping it real, and then they see like an overweight person at the beach, and they look like they'll go up and like, yo, your fat ass don't need to be wearing that, and it's like that's being an asshole. That's not keeping it real. There is a difference between keeping it real and being an asshole, and a lot of y'all need to learn that.
Right, because you still want to respect, everybody else. But I mean, communication, like you're saying, it's important to have, but I guess it gets difficult sometimes when,
especially with men. Men are terrible.
You want to say something and you want to keep it 100, keep it a buck, but sometimes you don't know how this person's gonna react. So then that's gonna make you limit what you say, and kind of your message won't get across as well as it would if you would have just kept it straight. And I think that's a detriment because I'd rather you tell me some shit I don't want to hear, but at least you kept it a buck with me. I'll be mad for a day or two, but it'll settle with me. I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, I respect you for keeping it honest. Right. That's the thing I think is really fucking with people in communication is I want to tell them something, but I don't want to hurt his feelings, or I don't want to get him mad at me, or her, or anybody in this.
And I hate it too, because amongst just men in general, pride, ego, I guess in a way, are communicating arrogance too. Our communicating efforts are trash, bro. Especially like in your group of friends, you know what I'm saying, in our group of friends or whatever. There's been plenty of arguments that have just like been lapse in communication, and it's like I feel like with people with friends of the same sex, especially, I feel like it should be a bit easier because y'all ain't fucking, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, at least. I don't know. But like when it comes to male, female, I get it. At times you'll be like, there's been times we've all been there where we lied because if we told the truth, we would ass out on simplicity, no pun intended. Yeah. Like, oh, have you been fucking somebody else? No, baby, I'm here for you. Like, that's communication right there. At least I'm honest. But it's like, and women too, they will like, they be lying. Women, bitches be lying, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're the only one I don't get around like that. I normally don't do this. Bitch, shut up. Yes, you do.
I never done on the first night. No, but to what you're saying is, and I fucking hate the phrase toxic masculinity. But the one thing that I do think is in that is men, as men, we all deal with ego and pride.
Yeah, ego's tough.
It's imbued in us. It's supposed to be part of our mentality. So it's like you might just be like, damn, nigga, that's what you walked out the house with? And I'm gonna be like, who the fuck is this motherfucker saying this shit? Like, how dare he? This nigga looking like fucking Fresh Montana shit. But no. But honestly, you might have just been my friend and been like, hey, I'm trying to cap on you real quick, and you take that too deep. That's that toxic shit. You gotta know that none of this shit runs that deep at the end of the day. Keeping it honest, keeping it a buck will always add to your character more than it takes away.
Mm-hmm. In the long term.
Yeah.
We need to work on communication as a society. And you know what I hate nowadays? Nowadays we're normalizing terrible communication. Like you see all the tweets and shit like that. Like, just because I'm on Twitter and I'm not responding to your message doesn't mean that you can go ahead and reach out to me again. I'll get to you when I can. It's like, bro, okay.
Why they sweating like that on Twitter, bro?
No, that's how they be on the timeline and shit, bro. No. And it's like, I understand your time, but it's like, come on, bro. Like, if you know that somebody is asking you a question that they need an answer to because it's time time sensitive or whatever, and then you're over here like, no, I'm not gonna respond to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and have hella conversations on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
But I'm not gonna
it's
lie.
disrespectful.
Sometimes
you get caught up.
A text message or something, but
you forget.
I'm intoxicated a lot, so
if
it just slips my mind, and then later I'm looking at it like, damn, would I be an asshole if I replied now? Or leave it alone?
I do that shit all the time. I do that shit all the time.
But that goes into, I'd rather you just keep it a buck. Just, hey, bro, I forgot. My fault. I apologize.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all it takes.
Well, when you tell these bitches that, they don't really feel
women especially, though, I hate women for this. I love women, but I hate y'all when y'all do this stupid shit. I want to get on a man for like, you didn't respond to me, but bitch, you have 80 unanswered messages in your phone. Who the fuck first of all, it drives me crazy when I have unanswered shit like, so I have the little red icons and shit like, no, let me get this shit out the way. I don't want no. So I think, and even on a more police brutality type shit and all that, like politics, whatever. For one, that's why that further proves to me that it's not designed to work. It's not supposed to work. So us arguing that we need to change this, it's not going to get changed. It needs to get broken, and then a new one needs to come into place. But if in order for what is now set in place to work, need to be better communicators.
Right.
I've known dudes who were bouncers. Granted, they're like 6'5" defensive ends, so nobody's really going to fuck with them. Yeah. But they'll talk about like, yo, drunk dudes, how some drunk dudes want to fight. Bro, all I got to do is talk to them. A lot of them, for one, they're not going to fuck with him because he's a 6'5" black dude. But for two, it's also just like, you just put the perspective like, yo, bro, why are you trying to fight? There's pussy in there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Go enjoy yourself. This is Saturday night. Don't do this. And like even police, bro. Like police, at the end of the day, police are public servants.
Yeah.
You are serving the public. It is customer service. It's no different than me working at Foot Locker or anything. You're just not getting commission.
Yeah.
So if you don't realize that and you think that you are going to just be a complete dickhead right off the bat, and then you're not going to get a reaction out of the individual, you know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right, because I've had my encounters with that typical asshole cop who does the same old same.
The female cop too, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus.
Who's just trying to prove something.
Yep.
But I've also had my encounters with that cool cop who's just like, look, man, like,
Man,
it's a park. You can't be smoking weed here.
Like cool cops.
Cool cops, yeah. Because, man, there's been a couple moments in these past couple months where I've been encountered with them, and they let me off the hook, and I'm like, thank you.
More than
But it's the way I communicate with them as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times when we have incidents in the media and stuff, you just,
man,
and you see these videos, you like, it's a difference from being submissive to also not being, escalating the situation.
I mean, hostile. Or
Yeah,
volatile or
like
something.
all you gotta do is just, come respectful, just see what the situation is, and if you not doing anything wrong, then you should be out of there in 5-10 minutes.
Right.
But everybody always want to give like an argument or want to preach their rights and stuff, and it's just like,
I want to be responsible with that conversation too, though, because at the end of the day, I think that when you have that badge on, you are in charge. So it is up to you to go ahead and facilitate a safe environment on this. Unless, like, if you're coming at somebody who has, a gun or whatever, then do what you got to do.
Right.
But I feel like, granted, yes, as people we need to be compliant, but at the same time, as an officer, you got to understand, bro, people are not meant to be caged in coops. Nothing is. So when you come in and say, hey, you get off your phone now, or yo, who the fuck are you?
Right.
You don't own me.
But then again, you say it's public service. When you're working at Foot Locker, you had customers come in disrespectful for no reason.
And then what did I have to do, though?
You had to
I had to be professional. I had to keep my composure.
You never had moments where you just flashed on.
No. I never.
But flashing on the customer ain't gonna leave a nigga in the body bag.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
one thing.
It might. I don't know.
You be wanted to, though. You want to slap the shit out of people.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I understand the police got to deal with some bullshit, for sure. Which is why I understand
But no,
also
that's
why
what
they're
they-
afraid for their lives at times.
You have to hold up to that standard.
And I know the narrative is fuck 12. And, a lot of times I be on that same shit. But I do, and this might be just me being naive, but at the end of the day, I do believe more of them are good than not.
My problem is this, and we can end it right here at that. At this point, that what is that blue shield or whatever, that blue coat?
We all stand behind blue.
If you're not coming out and saying nothing, and you still putting on for that team, then nah, fuck you. Honestly, if you're not coming out and speaking, but I understand how scary it is. But like, it got like literally that Chris Dorner shit, and I can't wait for movies to be made about that. That Chris Dorner shit, that was what it looks like. It's like, yo, all right, you motherfuckers don't want to listen. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let it be known then.
Yeah.
There needs to be, y'all need to kick these motherfuckers out. But that's what I'm saying. It's not set up to really be of any help to anybody who's not white. Yeah. Because if it was, we wouldn't be dealing with this. So, and you see that majority of the time, the whites will get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to dealing with the police. Yeah. That's because they're set up for them. I mean, based on historical reasons.
You're hiring people from fucking Dublin and Pleasanton to work the streets of Oakland.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense.
This one OG told me, he's a bitch, but this one OG told me, he's a shady motherfucker, but one OG told me this one thing stuck out, it was right. So OG, bro, was explaining like how he was coming at a standpoint of explaining what black community could do to better itself, and comparing it to like the Asian community. And what he said is, what's the one thing that the Asians got? For one, they own everything, which is just the first step. The main thing that they got language. They have a language that is very difficult to learn.
Yep.
You can't just learn Mandarin and Cantonese and shit. That shit takes years of practice.
Absolutely.
Unlike, no disrespect to Spanish, Spanish is also difficult, but it's more easier to learn Spanish than it is than that. Yeah. And so he was saying that they got that. So what does that mean? Who patrols their neighborhoods? You can't patrol a Chinese neighborhood if you can't speak no Chinese because you never know what the fuck is going on around you. So he was saying like the language is a key to it, and I was like, damn, bro, that's right. If only we could apply that to without language. If we could apply it to, all right, in Oakland we're gonna have more black and brown units. In Hayward we're gonna have, because like realistically, I don't think that if you had more black and brown cops in the Pleasanton, San Ramon area, I feel like the residents wouldn't respect them, in my mind, just based on how this shit goes.
Absolutely.
I feel like they would feel like they can get away with a lot more from them.
Absolutely.
But in the black and brown communities, you send these white dudes, and we're supposed to just fucking bow down and do whatever you want.
That's a majority thing.
I'm saying it's bullshit.
We're the majority. You know who's in power here. So
Yeah, fuck ass, bitch ass motherfuckers. Anyway, it's Pride Month.
Woo! Shout out to all my people.
Thank
Pride
God
Month.
it's the last day.
Yo, hey, you know what? This has to be said. It's first and foremost. I don't give a fuck. We're not gonna make it too far. They don't watch anyway. I don't really give a fuck about gay people in terms of what you're doing. Do you, man? What you do with your dick, your butt? That's only you. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about mine. My thing is this, bro. Why every time it's a celebration you gotta pull your dick out? That's like, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, I'm gay. Let me go ahead and walk around naked. Like, y'all ain't got to be all up in my face with it. Like, I love bitches. I'm not on your face. Like, yeah,
So you be
I be
going to the
spitting in
parades?
bitches' butts and stuff. Huh?
You be going to the parade?
I went out of high school. Right out of high school, I was, as a young dude, you be like, oh, I'm gonna go with my girl and her friends, or I'm gonna go with these bitches, and we're gonna try to see what's up. Straight dudes, stop going there to be with bitches, bro. It doesn't work like that.
Let them have their time.
Yeah, but no, because bitches will invite you, like, especially if you're young. Oh, you want to come with me? All right, baby, I want to be with you. It's whatever. I'm just here with you. It was funny one time. Chris Lee was with us, and this one bitch slapped his booty, and he thought it was a dude. He had hoop shorts on though, bruh, and he was 260 plus, like 6'2". So you feel me? Like, bitches seen his butt through them them hoop shorts. So I was like, he was tripping. He thought it was a dude. But yeah, Pride Month, man. You know what I hate? I want to bring this up too, bro. I feel like at the job that I'm at, I am pretty sure, and we got like 6 black people. We didn't celebrate Black History Month at our job at all.
Yeah.
We celebrated Chinese New Year during February. Didn't celebrate Black History Month. And now during Pride, these motherfuckers got Pride, like, shit everywhere. Like, oh yeah, this is this. This is how it started, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck?
You know what? And I just come to realize this, and I hate to be that guy, but Pride is just more commercially viable. I can sell you more shit on Pride Month than I can Black History Month.
You know what it is, though, too? Do you know what it is? I think that, if I'm going to be quite frank, I feel like not... gays, I don't get too comfortable. I don't think that everybody loves you as much as they claim to do, because everybody's changing their shit to their signs. Even on LinkedIn, I've been applying to jobs and they got their rainbow sign. Yeah. Downtown San Leandro painted the streets rainbow and shit. The streets still got potholes, but they painted the rainbow walkway. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's really. It's out of a fear, though. I feel like the gay dollar is strong. Is a very strong dollar. It is stronger than most. And that is the only reason why we see a lot of it. Like, when people talk about, it's a gay agenda. It's like, nah, them motherfuckers got money, bro.
And
them motherfuckers got gay white men are...
Not just money, but they've got influence.
Yep.
They're the people go to be like, where should I shop at? What should I buy? What would look good? What is popular? What's hot?
And they also have home videos with politicians. They be on some shit.
It's Joe Biden. I mean, what?
He had
I'm
video.
kidding.
No,
We're about to get killed.
No, hey, the gays run a lot of shit. They know I know what it is, though. But, we'll talk about it another day, because I got some jokes on it I've been talking about. The gay movement as a whole, collectively, is a white movement. Which is why, that's my only issue with it. In terms of what it means for humanity, I don't give a fuck. Like, feminism as well. Yeah, women, what the fuck? Why are we even questioning the equality thing? It should be equal, right?
Right.
But that means you bitches gotta start taking out the trash, too. Stop playing. I say bitches because I don't know that your name's all individual who may be watching this, so individually. So don't disrespect me and try to cancel me. But, yeah, and where was I going with that? The gay movement and the feminist movements, they largely cater to the rights of the white members of those movements.
Of course.
And so that's where I'm like, nah, fuck y'all. I see what it is. I see the okey doke. I'll even dare say, damn, I got a joke on this that I'm working on. But it's real shit. With the trans movement, bro, I'm not so sure it's not a chess move at times. Because you can't touch trans people at all. You can't say nothing about them, nothing. And who are trans people? There's trans people, they range from everything, correct? But who do we see most largely represented in the media? White men who changed to white women, but they still be white men on the low because they still keep their shit.
Well, I won't say that's completely true.
It's a chess move. Shout
out to
RuPaul. Been out here for a minute and don't get no love.
No, RuPaul be getting love.
And
also look, I mean,
not as much as Bruce.
Shows like Pose. Like
what
I learned through Joe Budden. Pose is a show on FX about a group of trans people in the 80s, and they're all black and brown, and it's like. They're starting to get there,
but they should have been there. RuPaul has had way more influence than Caitlyn Jenner, and you gonna give Caitlyn an ESPY? Yeah. You gonna give Caitlyn, and then even though it was an insignificant magazine when they gave Caitlyn Jenner the Woman of the Year shit, right? It's like in my mind, I'm looking at it like it was her first year, his first year in the game. You gonna give him MVP rookie season? That shit don't make no sense. Who the fuck gets MVP rookie season, bro? How you gonna say Woman of the Year? What you did for the ladies, blood? You new to this. They true to this. You know what I'm saying? We'll change the subject though before we get canceled. I'm still on LinkedIn out here trying to get jobs. Don't cancel my shit. But yeah, man, Pride. Yeah, shout out to Pride. Whatever, blood. Y'all hear about this Dominican Republic shit going on lately?
Niggas dying from the mini bar.
Y'all hear about this shit, bro? So many deaths in the Dominican.
Yeah. Man, it's fucked up because that's one of my dream spots to go to.
And spend $5 on like 5 pussies?
Exactly. And I can't even hit the fucking mini bar now. Man. I might worry about how much die.
That's what they're saying it was?
Yeah.
Poisoning?
And so they suspect it has to be poisoning because, them shits is sealed. Wait, that's my bigger question. If you go into the mini bar and the little Absolute vodka you get, It's already open. Why the fuck is you drinking the shit?
People already on drunk. One. Yeah, they probably already on one.
Nah, hey, I don't give a fuck how drunk I am. I know that little signature click.
I know enough not to touch the shit in the hotel. So
that is true.
From Vegas, bro. Yeah, that shit is too expensive.
right when you pick it up, they charge you
$18 for a shot.
Vegas did have a fridge like that where it was like light sensor.
Hey, remember that night we went?
Yeah.
Our company took every single thing out the room.
Hella money to charge to the room and shit.
But they reimburse them.
And see, hell, they better have. The Dominican, I always dreamed to go in there too. I ain't gonna be honest, because the women are beautiful. It's a beautiful landscape out there. And quite frankly, I don't know how I will never buy pussy for the most part. I mean, we all buy it indirectly. I will never directly buy it. But if I was in the Dominican and they was like, yo, you want 3 girls for $25? That's, you know what I'm saying?
I might check my wallet.
That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. $25.
I can't say
and $25 and a loaf of bread. These bitches.
A loaf of bread, though.
That's fucking. Shout out to the Dominican. Hey, I'm an ally in Puerto Rico.
I can't judge. About 4 years ago, I was on international looking for shit. So, anyways, I can't judge anybody else for what they do. You know get what? A deal like that, $25. God damn.
How much did you find anything when you're on international? Was it worth it? If you did.
I spent about 6 months going there on a regular basis. So I'll just let you put that together. I spent $300 a night before.
What the fuck? What'd you do?
It was good. It was really good.
You spent $300 on some head?
For like an hour and a half, yeah.
Bro, I don't even want my dick sucked for that long.
I usually don't.
Hey, after 10 minutes, come on, bitch, let's get it. Unless she's on her period. After 10 minutes, I'm like, yo, let me get up in it. Stop playing.
I was a young nigga, man. I don't know what to tell you.
What you spent financial aid money on? He spent financial aid money.
I definitely did.
I can't wait for this reimbursement.
But you know what? I'm glad that you were comfortable enough to admit that on camera to a podcast that nobody watches. So these motherfuckers don't care. I just told them I had a kid. They don't give a fuck. But no.
They watching. Don't let them fool you. They watching.
I feel like we need to get to a place where we normalize buying pussy more, bro. Honestly, and it sounds weird, I get it, but here's where I'm coming from. Rape culture is rampant. It always has been. It's going to continue to be. Absolutely. We need to continue to teach men, yo, stop being a fucking weirdo, right? What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't take it. That's not even cool. That's not even fun, bro. Like, I hate having sex with drunk women. You ever had a drunk girlfriend or whatever? And it's like, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. Bitch, get out. Go to sleep, love. Fuck am I wasting my time for? But here's my thing.
Drive home the long way.
Here's my thing though. It's like a lot of men will do it just because for one, there's just some men who are sick. They're sick and they need, I don't know what the fuck they need. They need their ass beat for sure. Yeah. But then there's also some men who I feel will do it because it's like, oh, I can't go buy no pussy. Either I'm broke or no, that's just weird. Everybody's going to make fun of me. That's weird.
Yeah.
If we got to a place where, and granted, buying pussy, just like being gay, because the politicians who be against gay shit, they'd be the gayest motherfuckers. Buying pussy is so normal. It is the most common practice since the beginning of time.
I just want you to think about this. You're coming from niggas who, let's say you fucking with a bougie bitch.
Yeah.
That's 90 days I'm going to have to wait. How many dates can we go on in 90 days?
No, that's not 90 days.
How much money am I spending?
That's not 90 days. That just depends on what your bank account is.
Exactly.
You think Drake is waiting 90 days?
Right, but I'm saying, I'm spending money on drinks, dinner, movies,
indirectly
hotels.
Spend it. Indirectly.
I'm paying for pussy.
Indirectly.
I would sure love to just cut through all the hoops and get straight to the pussy. I mean, like, come on now. It's logical. That's why it's the oldest business.
See, and that's what I'm saying, and I think that if we got to a point where like people be like, "That's weird, you're a loser," like, bro, look, sometimes you don't want to deal with. I personally, I haven't done it, and I don't. And, I mean, if the Dominican Republic gets their shit together, maybe I'll see what's happening. But I don't plan on doing it anytime. Victoria Cakes was in San Francisco recently, though. I was gonna look in the OnlyFans porn stars. I was gonna look into it, but they be trying to trick you. They be like, first you need to subscribe to my OnlyFans, then I'll tell you what my price is. Like, nah, bitch, you're not about to hit me with the okey doke. I'm a real P out here. Fuck. But if we got to a place where it's just normal, but people just don't even frown upon it, oh yeah, he just, you know what I'm saying, he's stressed out, he's going through it, whatever, you know what I'm saying, go buy some pussy. And then hell, that even opens the market up for us men selling dick to women. I'm sure you can sell dick to gay dudes, I'm cool with that, but I'm cool. I'd love to sell something to a 40-year-old bitches. No, watch out, right? But yeah, man, we need to stop playing. Just normalize buying and selling pussy, bro. It is what it is. People have to have sex. Animals have to have sex. Animals are sick. I hear that somebody told me the other day on Twitter, I got to look into it, that dolphins be going in packs and raping motherfuckers and shit like that. Well, which they're sexually frustrated animals.
That's what you be looking up at
no, it's morning. Somebody because I
check the feed.
No,
with the phone above your head like this.
No, because I seen a video with dolphins. I was like, yo, dolphins are fucking angels. They're amazing creatures. And somebody responded. They were like, no, they're fucking monsters. They go and rape people. I was like, yo, dolphins? For real? Like, maybe killer whales, but dolphins?
You know, dolphins have been doing this for years. They've been doing it on the slide. You ain't caught
them. Why you think they changed the brain world to Discovery Kingdom?
Oh.
Hey, Flipper was the
shit was getting freaky in that water.
They was flipping you different.
Yeah, normalize buying pussy. But the Dominican Republic, I did see somebody had said something that kind of stuck out to me. There was like, I don't know what the fuss about the Dominican Republic is right now, but I felt like you should check into any country that you go visiting, which opened my third eye, if you will, and got me thinking like, all right, just knowing how the U.S. works in general. The U.S. is known, there are public documents now from the FBI releasing the shit on certain events where they went ahead and they scheduled some type of terrorism or anything like that in order to gain support from Congress and whatnot to do something that normally they wouldn't have done, which is why 9/11, so many people say it's an inside job because for one, it imploded, they say, and then also nobody wanted to go into Afghanistan. Once you bomb New York, though, now we're not going to take it.
Same shit about Pearl Harbor.
Yes, Pearl Harbor as well.
3 days before it happened.
There were codes that they got and they ignored them on purpose, and then there were even some people. I see somebody recently talking about like their grandpa or some shit talking about like, yo, they sent us there to die. Like, what the fuck? And with the Dominican Republic, I'll be honest with you, I'm not so sure that there's not a motive. I don't know if the Dominican Republic has something that we want. Maybe they found oil there. I don't know what the fuck they found. But the media is all over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no disrespect to those who have died or family members have died. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible, but it's getting a lot of media coverage right now to where everybody's like, fuck the Dominican Republic. In fact, airlines have reported on their tweets and shit like that the travel rate to there has dropped by over like 50-60%. So it's like, okay, it's an economy that is largely based on tourism. Now you, as American media, y'all just fucked that up. Y'all just said, oh, people are dying, we're going to go ahead and end, you know what I'm saying? We're going to end that right now. Y'all not going to get no money. Right. Our tourists ain't going to come no more. Fuck you. And now that that's happening, And I'm like, what's the chess? Because the U.S. is they're sick at chess, bro. They are them motherfuckers. The U.S. in general, U.S. y'all are some sick motherfuckers, bro.
We try niggas to take niggas from the Holocaust and make them invent NASA.
Man.
So I mean, we know what we're doing.
So, I mean, yeah. What are your thoughts on that? I think there might be a deeper motive with the Dominican Republic. I don't know.
Who's not to say that it's Americans going out there setting the shit up just to make them look bad.
Because one of them happened at the fucking at the Hard Rock Hotel, which is like that's an American brand. Get, yeah. So
it happened at the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Damn. That's scary. Yeah, I wouldn't go to the Dominican right now. You know what I'm saying? You'll have $25 later in life. You can go.
Just go to Bangkok.
You seen bro? I seen a video. Oh no.
Yeah. You remember those lady boys?
There's a lot of lady boys out there. Yeah. I seen a video on Twitter too. Twitter a lot. The Dominican, bunch of dudes on a boat just running shit, bro. And I was like, yo, that whole experience is probably less than 100. It was like 4 bitches getting. Yeah, whatever. Shout out to
the DR.
You need to stay off Twitter for a minute. You
Yo,
see some crazy shit.
Like, yo, what are dolphins doing? What's happening in the DR?
No. I know better. Honestly, you're the one who told me. I used to be liking it because I follow a lot of porno shit. I used to be liking it, and now everybody
I told
can see
him to pop up on your timeline.
He told me
so
you can DM it. You can DM it to yourself.
Yo, hold on.
Or archive it.
We need to just question this. This is the sickest shit I've ever heard. You liked porn shit? Like you liked it on the timeline?
Yeah.
God, that's sick.
I'm addicted to porn. I just be watching
Twitter
it.
is scandalous.
Yeah, I just be getting ideas, and bro, I love. You know what I'm saying, on Twitter, it's a lot of good amateur content. And I love amateur content. I hate when it's too, you know what I'm saying, studio like.
I love that too. I've just never loved it enough to actually let the filmmaker know, hey, I love this shit. I gotta like it real quick. Like,
I'm trying to work. Like it to
I'm trying to work.
I'm trying to work with them. I'm trying to get it to. Let me just get one or two. I'll put on a Lucha Libre mask. I don't want nobody to know it's me. You know what I'm saying? Cover up my tattoo and shit like that. I'll wear the little Iverson sleeve. It's one bro who'll be wearing an Iverson sleeve.
You gonna do something on that video where motherfuckers don't know it's you. You gonna be like, ooh. Like, yeah, that's what's that.
Yeah, bro. I'm not. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Speaking of, let's change the subject. Let's get holy, bro. I seen something recently on Twitter. Somebody was getting at, I guess, you know, you see a lot in the media, social media now, people calling out people for sex trafficking. Like, yo, people are out here recruiting people at Whole Foods and shit. And I seen one at Bayfair BART. It was saying that these ladies were going up to young girls and trying to get them into shit. Into sex trafficking shit, basically. And they were like running up to girls and harassing them and shit. But they were girls themselves. And they were dressed up like damn near like Mormon-like a little bit, if you will. And somebody called like, somebody put a video on like, we know what you're doing. Stop it. And I was like, damn, it's crazy because that very well could be the case. It's a sick world out here. But I also just want to be responsible with that conversation too and talk about, I mean, there was a time where I was going through some things with a girl. And we were at Bayfair, and them religious motherfuckers got a hold of us, and we ended up going to get baptized in Hayward.
You got God?
We went. We needed a miracle. We was praying for a miracle on some shit we was going through, and then we ended up going to Bayfair, bruh. And they had us both dressed like, I was dressed like Aladdin, and she was dressed like Virgin Mary damn near, and then they like baptized us, like pouring water on her head.
Oh,
they were like, oh, we won. They got a sign like our email address and shit.
See,
and our phone number, bro. These motherfuckers would keep texting me like, yo, Jose, I remember you talking about you like pancakes. You want to go to IHOP or something? And like was texting me.
That was finessing.
But they was texting me for weeks trying to go get these pancakes. I was like,
see, you the nigga. Everybody
you don't know what they poured on your head.
You the nigga everybody should be mad at because I be wondering why when the fuck I be getting on these trains, these niggas even think I'm gonna give them the time of day. It's because a nigga like Jose every once in a while is gonna actually go with them and get the baptism.
Bro,
I used to deal with that shit every day, and I had to, by the end of the time I started stop taking BART, I became a straight asshole to them.
Man.
Every time I stepped out, I don't even let them get a word off. They come up to me like, nope, I'm good. And just keep walking.
And they're all over too. They be, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely be cautious of sex workers, but hey, sometimes they just want baptize you, feed you pancakes. I've been there. It was weird. But it was like I needed a miracle. I didn't get that miracle, by the way. I was like, damn. I think God was like, even if, you know what I'm saying, if anything, if what they did could have worked, God was like, bro, I know why you're doing this. I'm not, no, fuck you.
How you not?
I ain't seen you in church in a minute.
How you know that wasn't the alley-oop to your miracle diet? Like that.
Miracle, whatever, yeah. Well, who knows? Yeah, I don't know. That's true. I got baptized from the Bayfair dudes, so they might not just be trying to get you to sell your pussy. I don't know. Louis C.K.
Okay.
You had wanted to bring up Louis C.K., man. What you got?
No, you being a comedian, one of my favorite comics of all time is Louis C.K. I think he's a comedic genius. I feel like he just happens to think about shit on a different level. Of course, he got that Me Too shit a couple years ago. He was jerking off in front of bitches, you know, everybody's favorite pastime.
Which is weird, bro.
It's weird, but
nobody I don't even like.
I don't like doing it on FaceTime.
The only fan. You be doing it on FaceTime?
No, I said I don't like it.
I've done it once or twice. But these bitches on OnlyFans be selling videos and then playing. Like, bitch, I don't want to see this. Like, what the fuck I'm going to do with you playing with yourself?
Come here.
Absolutely.
I want to see you in action so I can envision it being me.
It's weird. It's creepy. I think it is a violation of sorts. But, you know, people have tried to compare him to Cosby. People have tried to compare him to R. Kelly. And shit like that, and I don't believe the crime was as severe as that. And I feel like it's been 2 years now since the initial shit came out.
He was in San Jose recently.
And he got a standing ovation. And I just feel like, is it okay for him to come back? Like, would it be all right? Has the forgiveness period, what is the forgiveness period for certain crimes? Like, Cosby, okay, I can see. He's locked away. Like, that's rape. This is just, you're making someone uncomfortable, but if we are going to take personal responsibility, he did ask.
If I could beat my shit money, he asked him that?
Every time. And he only did it if they said yes.
And they said yes, and then they snitched?
Yes. And so my question is,
why would they?
How long till you can be forgiven for a crime like that? Like, how do we judge these shits in this Me Too era?
I think for starters, the fact that not only those girls know that you're weird as fuck and like to beat your shit in front of random women, now the whole world knows that you're beating your shit, you know what I'm saying? And everybody got a vision of like your hairy chest or whatever. Like, that's embarrassing. That's the first part. Yeah. I think that deserves some time served credit, I guess. Right. I don't know. I don't know the exact details of the case. In terms, like, I didn't know he was asking bitches. I thought he was just randomly doing it, but I don't know, man. That's just some weirdo shit. Maybe he'll talk. I would love to see him talk about it in his sets. I would love to see that.
But here's the thing. People are trying to kill him for even when he does open mics now. Like, if he does an appearance, wow, like, people in the crowd will give him a standing ovation. The comedy community, people on Twitter, of course, gonna have their own. Yeah. Yo, we gotta fight for the agenda and shit, and how could you let him back? He did this and this and that. And I just want to know, after how much time served, are you forgiven?
Social media that dictates everything nowadays. It's like, right, all right, let's check social media to see if he's been forgiven, or and you could just keep shit going for so long on social media because it's people that, you know, it's not professional. You can say whatever you want. You can hide behind closed doors and just tweet to the world, and it's like, why though? Yeah. Why do people want to live a life like that? To where, I mean, I'm not saying he was right for what he did, but something like that. That should have been, if we didn't have social media like we did. A lot of incidents happened like that back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s. And it didn't keep going ongoing because it was just like added to the books.
But he has a lot to come back from them. Not only does he have that, he also has the fact that he has that video with Seinfeld, Chris Rock, and Gervais. Where they're using the N-word with the "ger" ending, and then he also has a joke with that as well. But the joke worked. But
that was going to be my my retort to that is he's never been shy from that word in his stand-up. I just sent Zay, who was on the last episode, I just sent him the clip of the faggot cunt nigger clip where basically he's like, why would you? Words? Yeah, he was like, He's like, I hate the N-word. Not the word nigger, but I hate the N-word because it makes you think the word nigger. And so, yeah, that's like, I feel like his comedy has been so clever with it that
he can slide it in.
He can slide that in.
Yeah.
And that was on a comedic thing. I don't feel like people are mad at him as much about that. Of course, I feel like that was just adding gasoline onto a fire that was already lit because of the whole Me Too shit.
And they were more mad at Chris Rock for allowing it.
Yeah.
I mean, who's to say? I'm sure he'll find his way back in. I'm saying it's unfortunate. You gotta, if you're doing weird shit like beating your dick in front of women that you're not fucking.
Yeah.
He wasn't fucking them.
No.
He didn't fuck none of them. He just beat his dick in front of them. Well, for one, you know what I'm saying, if they agreed to it, they're out of pocket for snitching and getting mad afterwards after you agreed to it.
They didn't get none after.
Yeah, I'm sure he paid them or something like this, which is, I don't know. I mean, we all have some funny shit that we do in the bedroom and whatnot, but that's consentfully. And if it's consentfully and then it's used against you, that's out of pocket. Like if you out here
that's why I became a relationship type because I never want to go through that. And
yeah.
Like, bitch, you gonna tell people that one time I had my booty in the air when I was eating from the back? You ain't never been on, like, the edge of the bed? It's like, bro, how I'm gonna lay down flat? I can't do it. I gotta put my booty in the air. Now I look stupid, but don't tell nobody. And then you go tell everybody, this motherfucker be putting his booty in the air, too.
Yeah, you let me stick my thumb in it.
Hey, that's one thing I do. Wow, that's wild. That's just content. That's wild. But that's one thing I do got to shout out to the young boys, man. Y'all got a weird line to walk, man, because I've had women tell me I wasn't aggressive enough. Like, I didn't pursue them enough or show my interest enough. And so you got to be able to do that without crossing the line.
Do you know what? It's a thin line, though.
You just got to know. And you got to read the line.
Do you know what the deciding factor is?
If they like you.
If the bitch thinks you're cute and she likes you, you get away with it. If not, it's sexual harassment. That's just... And Louis C.K., I'm going to be honest with you, bro. You got to look at yourself. You know you ain't that good looking. You know you ain't got no business beating your dick in front of bitches that you're not paying to have it done or you're not fucking.
Like, what's wrong with just looking at some porn and doing it?
I'm not gonna
need a live audience.
I that's why, like, even with me in strip clubs, like, I don't want to go to... For one, I'm not about to throw all my money. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have that much to throw.
They sell fake money online. For like scene props. All my cousins just bought some 20s and I'm looking at them like, I'm about to take these to the club.
Fake 20 to the strip club.
She got like $5,000 worth. Yeah. It looked like a real 20, but then it says like motion pictures on it. I'm about to
Has she used it?
She was like, we about to go to Walmart just... Like, I'm feeling like a good person today. Just throw it all in the air.
Has she used it or not?
No, she ain't used it.
Use it at 7-Eleven maybe or something?
Nah, you can tell right when you touch it.
Oh, it's fake? Yeah. The stripper bitches won't know.
Yeah, that would be
exactly. They won't know until they start to scoop it up. Hey, let me get the link to that. I'm finna go to King of Diamonds. Man, but like,
that's what people be. That's what people buy to flex on Instagram.
I don't like to go to strip clubs though, cause like I'm not like, why am I gonna go here to get aroused and I can't do nothing about it? And I'm not about to spend $500 to go in the champagne room.
They fucking tease you with that shit, cause I paid to go in the champagne room once and bitch pulled my dick out. She ain't do nothing with it, but she pulled it out. So I'm like, what the fuck?
With her mouth or with her hand?
With her hand. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
And you paid extra?
Yes, we had a prearranged agreement before we went in there. I said, all right, so I'm looking, a little off the top. And we go in there. She's like,
that bitch, no tip.
That's going to be another 120. We can go to the hotel next door. I'll just pull it out for you, though. I'm like, the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I'm not going to jack up.
I see this shit every day.
She sounded white, yeah. Damn, bro.
Hey, man.
You got overcharged by a white woman and champagne.
Like that. That's why I be on international. I mean, was on international.
What they got on international?
The hoes, nigga.
No, I'm saying what kind?
The 300 was actually a poly. That's why I paid her so much, because I had never had no poly before in my life. And I was like, this is exotic. It's worth it. Top notch.
And it's giving back to the poly community. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Damn, was she bad?
Yeah, she was. She was thick as a motherfucker, too.
They be dirty, though? Like... They be stinky?
She didn't.
Y'all go to a hotel, you was in the car?
In the car.
Damn.
Yeah, for an hour and a half.
But don't you think, did you ever think like, yo, what if she had a customer right before me? Or you're just like, as long as she white?
No, usually with the international ones, they come with prearranged protection.
They got their own condom?
Yeah.
They use dental wrap,
A dental dam?
Dental dam too?
No.
I feel like if I'm paying for an international, bitch, you got to put dental dam and a condom on. and a mask.
Yo, we so sick. Me and L. We so sick. Me and L once brought a couple that we got off international. And we went to a Motel 6 and spent the night with the bitches.
You wasn't afraid to wake up and get your shit stolen? He was like, we ain't got nothing to steal, bitch.
We ain't got nothing to steal.
Damn.
I know they got their ass beat the next day. Bitch, where you been at all night?
See?
I had about 4 cars circling this block.
Damn. Wait, they gave it to you for free that night?
I paid. He did.
You better be careful. I don't know if you want that man's. Don't say that man's name again. Y'all gonna have an argument, communication. Bro, you didn't tell me you was gonna tell everybody. And what? See, that's another thing. Would you mess with a hooker if somebody else bought it? Is that the same as paying for the pussy? If I didn't pay for it, somebody like, yeah, go ahead.
No, I'd be tripping too much off health issues. Back in college, I used to shit. If we was about to mess around, like tough, we about to go to the clinic. We about to get checked, make sure we good.
My man.
I mean, nowadays, that's when it was free. But now, shit, I just pray.
Now you're in a relationship.
Yeah, now relationship.
You really are doing the smart thing about that because that should be the way you look at it. But
you was raw in
I had learned that.
Bitches?
No, of course not. But you think about it because it's like sometimes.
In the heat of the moment.
Sometimes, I mean, fuck, we out here running trains on bitches. If you've been a part of a train before, then how can you really judge? What else you do? Like,
damn, but a train is with people that you know. If this bitch
sometimes it's just whoever's left over at the party after everybody left.
Yeah, what kind of parties are
we ain't got to talk about them eyes wide shut shit,
Oh wow. Well, I guess we got to go take the podcast to one of your parties. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, bro. I don't.
Interactive scene.
Yeah, I don't. I would also be afraid. For me, if somebody else bought the pussy, I'd be afraid because more on a strategic move. Nothing's for free. So it's almost like in like rap and shit, they'd be like, yo, y'all gotta be careful when if a rapper be like, yo, you go ahead and wear my chain, bro. Wear my chain tonight. It's on some prison rules shit, you're now that person's bitch. Yeah. You owe them something. Like I've heard some comics talk about where they went to a show, the dude flew them out to this place, this state or whatever, and then the show was cool, and then he had some bitches after the show, and this dude was like a club promoter, owner or whatever, and they're like, yeah, bro, he had these bitches, and he was like, go ahead, and in my mind, I'm like, yo, especially with the promoter dude being white or whatever, I'm just like, that sounds cool, like if I'm drunk or high in the heat of that moment, and my dick is hard, I might take it, but at the same time, that's scary, because now that dude owns you.
It is
to an extent. He has something on you. That's some scary shit. You gotta think about that.
Even on a few months ago with that surviving Cardi shit, where these bitches sometimes play you. Like you hanging with them, you share a drink, you don't know you've been drugged. They play you. You get robbed out and shit. So it's like you always just got to be conscious.
And then they're probably working behind a man too.
Of course,
taught them how to do that shit.
That's the classic setup move.
Some sick shit. We just learned a lot about prostitution this episode. Thanks, Chris.
Expert.
No, that's the real stuff, though.
Yeah. Especially in the Bay, man.
Well, you better watch out, because they trying to catch you slipping. They don't care about giving up some pussy.
It's all about the come up.
If I see some jewelry, if I see you flexing any bands, I'm coming home with you to rob you. Exactly. Not to have a good night.
And that's, shout out to all the new draft picks and shit and stuff. That's where y'all got to be.
Man, Zion about to be broke. Man. He's about to get...
If you're lame before the money, just acknowledge it to yourself, bro. And you say, hey, I'm naive on certain shit. Let me go ahead and ask.
And make sure
don't just go out here.
Around you
bro. You will get played. It's some sick motherfuckers. Even motherfuckers who think like, no, I know what it is. Yeah. There's somebody that has a better chess move.
Just imagine Zion right now. I think he like 18, number 1 draft pick.
He likes white bitches.
He was raised by his mother, so he's hella like caring, and I could see that side of him.
Bitch, I need $30 to help.
They need to assign him.
Up to you and
they need to assign him a protector.
Oh. Yeah. Like you
see how
your mama need to take care of your account for a minute just until you really grow up. Because if I had all that money,
You see what happened with that FaceTime with that white girl?
Yeah, with that white girl.
Yeah.
Which means his taste is already all fucked up.
Yeah,
So I'm
exactly.
already scared.
And you know what?
I seen it where he was going to high school. he grew up in that environment, so.
Let's end it on this note. We're getting ready to close it out today, but I don't like granted, I'm cool with the normalization of buying pussy because, you know what I'm saying, I think we just need to stop lying about it. On that same token, and this sounds a little bit like I'm contradicting myself, but I promise you I'm not. I don't like this new culture of, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a couple of stacks on the bitch just because I got it. Like before in hip hop had a 10. It was like, we ain't taking no bitches out to eat. We ain't feeding these hoes. Now it's like, man, I'm gonna just throw her 5,000.
Shout out to the greatest rapper alive.
Drake.
Fuck, no, not Drake. The greatest rapper alive, Lil Wayne, who said it ain't tricking if you got it.
And that's that bullshit.
And he changed the culture when he said
yeah.
that.
Because now everybody like, yeah, spend I throw a little stack on her just because.
That's what they say, yeah.
She's not even my
rappers.
Bitch. Yeah.
You buying these bitches purses, you buying them anything they want.
And you're doing it to get the pussy.
pretty much.
And then
So
sometimes you're not
pussy.
getting it. Sometimes you're not getting it.
Sometimes you not.
And here's the fucked up thing, and women, I don't mean no offense. These rappers got you overvaluating your pussy. Like it's not you ain't that much better than these other bitches, okay?
International is very competitive.
But you know what's crazy though?
True.
I think it's because they're just trying to impress other niggas. And that's
Yes.
what it comes down to.
That's weird.
It's like you don't really even care about the pussy. You just want other niggas to be like, oh, he got a bad bitch.
Damn, he threw 5,000 on her. I need that for rent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, it's like a double
fuck.
stunt.
Just say that
So
you're
it's
buying
like,
pussy, bro. Just say it. Like if I was I wouldn't do that in the first place. Like a lot of women that I've spoken to, they get mad at me. Like, wow, you're not a gentleman. You're not gonna pay for it. It's like, no, look, I'm gonna pay for it. If I ask you on a date, I'm gonna pay for what I need to pay for. Bitch, as far as buying you something just because.
Come out and chill with me.
Oh yeah, I'm not about to pay you for your time, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I have your shit a 5 out of 10.
Man, and the thing is, even if she looks like a 10 out of 10, it could still be a 3 out of 10 once you get into bed.
That's why I like scoring.
That's why I like ugly bitches in pornos, because pretty bitches be thinking that they're too entitled. They don't have to do nothing.
They work for that shit.
Man.
She can look like a 10 out of 10, and that could drop to a 3 just from her opening her fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Like, so
Dude,
it's got to be way
most
more.
Most of these, they are not,
not
intelligent. Remedial.
Man. But yeah, I think we need to normalize the buying of the pussies and stop trying to use it as a stunt. You're buying pussy. Congrats. Move on, bro. I'm tired of y'all. I'm dropping 20 stacks on a bitch because I got it like that. You broke. Like, nah. Even if I had 20 stacks to drop on a bitch, why would I drop it on a bitch? If it's my wife, then yeah, I'll take, baby, let's go to Turks and, you know what I'm saying, Kegos.
You could do that on a female. You could give your shit. Throw some of your nieces and nephews. They always complain about.
Help somebody with their rent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Drop a stack on a homeless person.
But that's just the mindset,
the culture
of hip hop and all that right now.
And I can't get with that. I'm not normalizing that. Fuck that. Same with the communication with the text message. No, I'm not normalizing that shit. That's weird. And y'all keep doing that shit and watch where society's gonna be. Cause y'all keep letting stupid shit slide.
Right.
All right, man. I gotta get going. We gotta get family shit. I'm dead now. Whatever. Nobody cares. Fuck it. I don't care.
Congratulations, bro.
Man, thank y'all, bro. Thank y'all for the shit.
You finally made it public IPO. So
fuck it. You know what? I end on that. Yeah, I'll end on that note. Cause people, and I've been hearing from people, from friends, like, oh, you know, it's gonna look away to people and shit like that. Man, fuck y'all. That's my whole reasoning for not really doing it. I think that's another thing that's normalized. Everybody normalizes, I'm going to put all my personal business out, my family and all that. Granted, if you do it and you're comfortable with it, more power to you. But for me, I'm not sharing my personal space with all you motherfuckers until I want to.
You don't have to.
You know what I'm saying? I don't owe nobody not a goddamn thing.
Because that's how shit start getting twisted.
Yeah, fuck y'all. And I be feeling bitter about, I'll be honest, and I know I sound ungrateful at times. I think all those who actually do support me, watch my shit, come to my shows, thank you so much. I need y'all because y'all gonna help me rise to the top, and I'm shift the culture and all that shit. I'm gonna normalize buying pussy. We've talked about it already. but it's just like, bro, to all these people who don't, y'all don't come to my shows, don't even like my comedy posts and shit like that. That's the career that's gonna support my kid. What the fuck I look like showing you my kid for? You don't give a fuck. You don't care. You just want to be nosy. I don't need to show y'all shit.
There's something else to talk about.
But I had thought about, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this little motherfucker's cute, bro. I'm What if I started selling pictures of him like bitches sell pictures of their feet? You want to see my son? Hey, sign up for my OnlyFans, bitch. This is going to be my son like this.
You extorting your son.
I'm gonna start using.
Cold,
Hey, I'm gonna start using.
You gotta
them,
start early.
I'm gonna start using them for likes though. Put them on my flyers and shit. Come out to my show. It's gonna be him like this. He got a picture with a chain on like this. All right,
if
bro.
they get there, he ain't there. They leave.
Yeah, what happened, man?
They already paid for the ticket, bitch.
You showed up to the champagne room. Didn't know what you was gonna get. All right, hey, thank y'all for coming out. We'll be back next time. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Jose Contreras.
Chris Price.
Riser.
Hey, we'll see y'all, man. 1124 show.